Want a winnable fix for the economy? Raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
The Democrats are vowing to continue to push to raise the minimum wage, which has not increased in more than a decade.
Fast food workers across the country went on a one-day strike last week demanding a $15 minimum wage and union rights. This comes as Washington debates a $15 federal minimum wage as part of a larger COVID-19 stimulus bill.
Democrats like Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer are using federal dollars to increase entry-level minimum wages. And now companies like MacDonalds are pushing back, employing artificial intelligence to keep costs down and replace entry-level workers.
Businesses are like any other entity. If you threaten their survival, they will do whatever they can to survive.
You're cool. You, I'm out.
Her name is Taylor Lorenz, also known as Tate.
I cover YouTubers for a living.
That is Taylor Lorenz at one of my relatives' homes.
Why would she be at a relative's home?
She decided that she was going to dox me.
I've had to remove every single social tie. My bar is extremely high for this stuff.
She was harassing me. She was calling me on my phone for 2 days endlessly.
Completely overwhelming and terrifying.
Reaching out to relatives too, whoever's number and email she can get her hands on.
They immediately dox you and go after your family members. They try and look up everyone who's ever, been associated with you.
That's literally exactly what she did to me.
And it's so isolating and terrifying. It's horrifying.
What's she like? What do you think drives her?
I think that she's extremely toxic.
I'm so sorry. It's overwhelming. It's really hard.
And the Oscar goes to...
You really feel, I know this is not true because I'm a believer in God, but you really feel watching like no one in that clip has a soul. Everything is so fake. It's like hard to believe.
Hello! Hi! Welcome to the party, come on in! Hi! I want to introduce you to two of the finest minds in the world. But for now, let's meet Jensaki and Dr. Fauci. It's me, Kermit the Frog.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Jeff?
Thank you so much for that really very kind introduction. It's really a great pleasure to be with you.
I don't have a clue what she just said.
Me either.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
This is the spike protein.
I really appreciate this pep talk and all, but...
This is the protein of coronavirus. This has to be in the right shape and conformation. You're going to hear about that from one of our scientists. You had this injected in your arm. It then started to make this protein, which is the spike protein. If it's in the wrong conformation, your body's going to make a very poor response.
Rotten monster! You make me so mad I don't believe it! You are without a doubt one of the nastiest monsters I've ever seen! And I'm so mad I'm going to tell all my friends how rotten you are!
You are trying to, get at me as a public health official and a scientist. You're really attacking not only Dr. Anthony Fauci, you're attacking science. Science and the truth are being attacked.
Nobody's going to ever play with you anymore. Nobody's going to even talk to you anymore. That's how mad I am.
He's too old for you, Joe.
Come on, man.
Let's go get ice cream. What flavor you want?
Go, you know the thing.
Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we can disguise it secretly. So we take each other's hands, cause we're starting to understand the urgency. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I tell you something, this could be love, because I've had the time of my life, but I've never felt this way.
absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail, and if that fails, they kill you.
Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking and forming an organised crime group.
The Matrix has attacked.
He's a deeply controversial online influencer.
When I talk about the Matrix, I'm talking about the systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave.
Who has been taken off multiple platforms, including Facebook and Instagram, for promoting hate speech and misogynistic commentary.
In the movie, the Matrix were used for our body heat, but here in this Matrix, we're used for our efforts and our energies.
He's recently tweeted a video of him alongside some pizza boxes belonging to a Romanian company.
And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor.
Greta Thunberg reacting in the last half an hour or so, tweeting, "This is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes." So reacting to that news of his.
She doesn't miss a trick, does she?
Have you heard about this videotape? It's just a regular tape. You start to play it, and it's like somebody's nightmare. Then suddenly, this man comes on, smiling at you, right? Seeing you through the screen. And as soon as it's over, your phone rings. Someone knows you've watched it. And what they say is,
You're really attacking not only Dr. Anthony Fauci, you're attacking science. Science and the truth are being attacked.
Well, Jesse, I guess we gotta find some other way to spend our evenings.
Good evening, and Elon Musk has defended his decision to ban links to Mastodon after a SecJuice report surfaced today, suggesting that the majority of content on the platform features illegal material pertaining to child exploitation.
Oh, jackpot!
remember I told you about that videotape that kills you when you watch it? Well, some people tried to copy the tape. It didn't protect them. All it did was change the tape. This time, it's a woman that appears, laughing again, seeing you through the screen. And then, when your phone rings, they tell you what you need to do.
Please get vaccinated.
7 days to get vaccinated. And if you refused, he sends her after you.
Taken to social media communication retraining.
Please, no. You don't have to take me there. Why? There's nothing I won't confess. Nothing. Take him instead of me. He's the thought criminal. It's him you want.
Sure, why not? You know, people have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. You know, what a terrible thing to do that is.
Yeah, we did it! Celebrate, everyone! Woohoo!
It's a celebration.
Hold on a minute! Wait just a second!
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
We're setting you adrift, idiot!
Maybe you can go live with the Danish! You'll regret this day, friend! I'm not your friend, buddy! I'm not your buddy, guy!
He's not your guy, friend!
I'm not your friend, buddy!
We're not your buddies, guy!
I'm not your guy,
Until the Capitol building is surrounded by metal fencing, we are vulnerable. The Rebel Alliance is too well equipped. Vikings are more dangerous than you realise. Dangerous to your Capitol Police, Commander, not to this building, Sunshine. The rebellion will continue to gain support of the independent media. The independent media will no longer be of concern to us. I've just had word from Emperor Biden that Darth Zuckerberg has deplatformed their remaining websites. The last remnants of independent media have been swept away. That's impossible. What did Biden say about the regional news outlets? The regional senators now have direct control over their territories. Fear will keep the local states in line. Fear of Antifa and Black Lives Matter. And what of the insurrection? If the rebels have obtained a complete Lego set of the Capitol building, it is possible, however unlikely, that they might find a weakness and exploit it.
I can tell you that I had a very close encounter where I thought I was going to die.
Oh, shut it, Cortez. You weren't even in the building. Your office is in the Cannon office building. You just freaked out because a policeman knocked on your door.
It is not an exaggeration to say that many, many members of the House were nearly assassinated.
Don't try to frighten us with your stories, Cortez. If you spent half as much time working on policies that would help people in your district as you do fighting about on social media, dancing on TikTok, and...
I did not know if I was going to make it to the end of that day alive.
Enough of this. Alexandria, release him.
He's a traitor to our country, a traitor to the United States.
This bickering is pointless. Cortez will arrange for the retrieval of the remaining Lego sets by the time this building is operational. We will then crush the Republicans with one swift stroke.
Hey, bro!
What's your question?
My question is, what the hell?
gotta get shifty. You gotta get shifty in here. It's time to get shifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get shifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shift on the floor. It's time to get shifty in here.
New song, Shifty. The double X Shifty song. Coming at ya. It's the Shifty.
Hey, take your pants off. It's shifty time today.
Now, who is it that you'd like us to have a look at?
My brother.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance. I'm gonna execute a button hook pattern super slow-mo. Rover, sit! Hut!
He seems to have some difficulty letting go of the game. Has he had a long history of mental illness?
As long as I've known him.
So the Ontario College of Psychologists has told Jordan Peterson that he either undergo retraining for social media etiquette or lose his license to practice as a clinical psychologist. This follows a number of complaints by people who don't like his online posts, one of which is a retweet of something I posted, another is a criticism of Justin Trudeau. Now, it should go without saying that in a free country, professionals should not lose their jobs and licenses because they express a political opinion contrary to the licensing body that's mandated by the government. But, of course, in saying this, my liberal critics in the media will, of course, say, well, Poilievre agrees with freedom of speech for someone like Dr. Peterson, therefore he must endorse everything Dr. Peterson has ever said. Well, of course not. I don't endorse 100% of everything anyone has ever said. There's no two people in the world who agree 100% of the time on 100% of things. And so I'm sure there is something he's posted that I do object to, but that is not the point, because freedom of speech only matters when you disagree. I mean, if we all agreed, we wouldn't need freedom of speech because no one has ever tried to censor someone for saying something that they agree with. It is only when there is a disagreement that it matters. And that's what distinguishes Canada, a free country, from dictatorships. Dictators don't censor things their citizens say that the dictator agrees with, only things they disagree with. I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to my death your right to say it.
And watch me closely. You grasp your mandrake firmly, you pull it sharply up out of the box,